What's going on YouTube? So I just wanted to do a real quick video. I had a bunch of people asking what Atlas strat I was going to start for League Start Affliction 3.23, and it's pretty similar to what I usually start with. So if this is helpful, like and subscribe, do all that good stuff. It helps a lot. But let's get right into it. So I basically like to focus on loot is important, obviously, but also experience. So I try to level as fast as possible. So I try to put as many monsters on the map as I possibly can, because obviously you can't be stacking rarity and quantity and all that unless you're starting Magic Find, which I don't recommend unless you're literally Snoo Bay or whatever. It's very difficult to start Magic Find, so I like to try to increase pack size by as much as possible and just try to get as many monsters on the map as I possibly can, while trying to make some currency and drop some good items and things like that. All right, so my goal here is to basically make currency, but also to increase pack size by as much as possible and gain experience, right? So the more monsters on the map that you're killing, the more experience you'll gain. But we also spec into some things that grant experience for killing monsters of certain types and certain mechanics and things like that. So I'll just get right into it. And we have obviously strong boxes. Strong boxes I will use probably through the entirety of the game. They're so powerful, and I believe ambush is on the map device, so we're not going to have to waste points going through all of our little gateways and whatnot. We'll be able to just grab it right away. So strong box is king in my opinion, one of the kings anyways. Really good. And then early game essences are really nice. You know, sometimes these essences can be a little rippy, but the currency's good. You know, you get to kill rare monsters, XP's good, all that kind of stuff. So we spec right into those. I personally spec really early into the syndicate stuff because I like to unlock all of the crafts and whatnot for myself. This league in particular, I will probably be trying to get the devouring diadem, which comes from the boss in syndicate, so that's another reason why I'll be doing it. But I typically do anyways, just so I can try to get all the crafts unlocked as quickly as possible through the crafting bench. So syndicate, strongbox, essence. Then we're also going to be going Harbinger. Again, I use Harbinger almost throughout the entirety of my gameplay and my mapping, just for different reasons. Early on, it's good for extra monsters and for just, you know, currency, annulment orbs, all that kind of stuff. Chaos, you know, it drops, you get a lot of fragments and stuff, so it's really good for that. You get all the monsters. Later down the road, we use it pretty much just for extra monsters on the map, and then to when you kill a harbinger boss, it completely pauses your delirium mirror. So they're powerful in different ways. We use them all the time, but for different reasons. Abyss is the other one we spec into. So we have Abyss here, we have Abyss here and here. And the reason being is, again, it adds a bunch of monsters to the map. But early on, this node in particular, where Abyss Jewels have a chance to drop with 5 or 6 modifiers, you make good currency off this, and it's very simple, right? So like usually what I'll do is I'll keep an eye out for ones that are useful for me because they drop often, and then I'll just make a 25 chaos tab and throw them in there, and you would be surprised at how many of them sell. They move really quickly. If you have a bunch of like flat damages, or you know, damage to claws and bows and attack speed, or you know, if you get a good minion one that has like minions chance to poison, sometimes they're really worth a lot. But you know, on average, you can be throwing them into a bin, and 1 out of every 3 or 4 will sell for 25 chaos, with 1 out of every 10 to 15 being something that might sell for, you know, 50 or more fairly early on. So this is a really good one. And then also with Abyss, you get this node right here, Abyssal Army, which Abyss monsters grant 50% increased experience. So this just helps with leveling, and it does make a big difference. A lot of monsters come out of Abyss, and you get a lot of experience by doing this. And then we take just a couple nodes up here just for increased monsters per pit, right? Here we take final map boss has a chance to drop an additional connected map, and this is just, again, early map sustain, trying to, you know, bounce our way through and get all our map atlas challenges done. We have more Harbinger, Essence. I start with the red altar. just because early game currency is so much better and more prevalent. So chaos orbs, sextants, all that kind of stuff, you get a lot of it. Late game, I prefer blue exclusively. The downsides are better, and you have a chance at the divine altar and all that kind of stuff. Red, the downsides are a little bit stronger, so the meteor and stuff like that early game will kind of tear you up, but it's really good for early game currency. So that's about it, guys. That's the plan. Again, so to kind of recap, Strongbox, Essence, Syndicate, Harbinger, Abyss. And that's what I like to run early with the red Searing Exarch altar as well. So we have some more Strongbox stuff here. Didn't go over that. But again, guys, this is a good strat. I've done it, multiple times. I'm sure you guys have better ones. I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments. This is terrible, all that kind of stuff. But it's worked out really well for me. It's a nice balance of experience, loot, and currency, making currency, selling things, whatever the case is. So it's a really nice balance. It works really well. Ultimatum, I will probably work my way into eventually. I'm to get far into the ultimatum challenges. Your build has to be pretty good, so I don't know if I'll spec right into that right away, just because I won't be able to take advantage of the end rounds very early. Once I can, I'll probably spec into some ultimatum just to give it a try and see how good it really is. But this is the plan, guys. This is the plan for Atlas, early league. And to kind of finish it all off, I wanted to talk about sextants. So the sextants that I will be using, similar to the video I dropped last league about earning the headhunter in 3 days. Once I have watchstones, even just one, what I will start doing is throwing sextants onto them, and I'll basically just use whatever I can get. Ideally, it's the packs, right? We just want to add more packs to the map. So any of the ones that, cold damage, physical damage, lightning damage, it adds 6 or 7 packs, and it does make a difference. If you have a couple watchstones and you can get 2 of those on there and you're adding whatever 12 additional packs of monsters, it does make a difference. So that's, again, more experience, more loot, etc. So, but again, there's nothing in particular that I'll be doing sextants wise until probably, a couple weeks, 2 weeks into the league or so, where I'm buying them or crafting them or whatever the case is. Yeah, anything you can get, more pack size, pack size, pack size, pack size. It's very important early on, and it is the easiest way to get more loot, more experience, level up quickly, etc. And that's it, guys. So if this video is helpful, come check out the stream. I'll be live when the league launches, all that, over the weekend, and then most weekdays, especially through the end of the year. So come check it out. You can come check out the strat. Like and subscribe. Really appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.